mask. Do you like my mask, Brad?
I love the mask.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Happy
On
Halloween. Yes, I love this. Okay, well, think back to when you were a kid. This is something I always love to think about. Riding your bike around the neighborhood, that was freedom to me. I'm sure it was to you too.
Yeah.
Such freedom there. So I am here with Brad Appel today, founder of Wish for Wheels. He's working to make sure more Colorado kids have bikes. Brad, I'm so happy you're here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us again.
Course.
We love coming on the show and talking about bikes.
I know, me too. Okay, so give me the Wish for Wheels story. I know you guys have an incredible story and background, so tell me about it.
Sure. We're a 501c3 based in Colorado, and our purpose is to empower well-being in kids, families, and communities.
Wow.
And we do so by giving a brand new bike and helmet to second graders in low-income schools.
I love that.
So we serve about 8,000 kids in the Denver metro area with brand new bikes and helmets. We're trying to get to all 13,000 kids that are in the Denver metro area.
Wow.
So we're all based on corporate philanthropy, so companies fund our bikes. They come out and build them through a team building, client event, build with the kids, and then they meet every second grader in the school, and the bike comes from that company or organization.
Amazing. Okay, well, we're going to be building a bike right here on the show. Our first step is, of course, to get all of the plastic and the zip ties off. So why don't we work on that while I continue to ask you some questions here, Brad. So there are donation opportunities as well as bike building events. That's what we're doing here today, and that's incredible. So you told us a story about building a bike with your dad. Can you share that one with me? That's an incredible one.
Yeah, Wish for Wheels kind of was born out of the fact that I rode my bike everywhere. And my parents would kick me out of the house on a weekend back in the late 70s. And tell me not to come home till the streetlights came on. So the earliest memory I had was my dad and I took apart an entire Schwinn all the way down to the frame, painted the frame, rebuilt the whole bike. Took about a week, and that was my bike with a banana seat and a little shock on the front.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that so much. I had a banana bike too, and that was like my favorite thing ever, was to ride around the neighborhood, and all the kids would be so jealous, right? I don't know if I'm taking this apart correctly, but there's no way, right?
Comes off the bike.
Oh,
so
good. It's easy enough.
Build it, we take everything off. Take everything off and get rid of it.
Okay.
That way we can assemble the bike.
When we build it, they will come? Is that how
When we build it, they will come. This bike will be rolled into one of our programs.
Oh my gosh, I love this
right?
so
and go to a second grader.
Yes, exactly. Well, guys, we're going to continue to take apart everything here and then build the bike so that you guys can see the finished product at the end here. And don't worry, Brad will be back throughout the show so we can show you our progress. Wish for Wheels gives new bikes and helmets to underserved kids, guys. Support the cause by becoming a corporate partner or give as an individual. Learn more about how you can get involved by visiting wishforwheels.org. I'm learning more about what we're supposed to do here. So Brad, okay, tell me what the next steps are here in our bike building process.
Yeah, we're gonna put it together now that we've taken it all, gotten all the packaging material off.
Let's do it.
Lift the frame up, and you're gonna put the front fork up through the head tube.
Okay, I'm gonna have you hold that for me. Okay, so this goes in
Line
here.
that up, watch your fingers.
Yes, good.
Just kind of
wiggle it around.
There
we go. Okay.
Put that down. Now we have a tripod to work off of. Now you're gonna do the handlebar.
Okay.
Handlebar goes in right in the front.
Let's make sure it's forward. That's a good idea, right?
Turn that here. Pull it. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
That slides in, and then you're gonna turn this and just start cranking that down.
Okay, tightening this.
Keep
Okay,
going.
I love it.
Keep going.
I want to talk to you about why you feel that the second graders are perfect for these bikes.
So second grade is the perfect age that we found. We used to, when Wish for Wheels started, we did kindergarten.
Okay.
And then we expanded to K through 2. And then we found that second grade was really the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Earliest age, parents will let kids ride to school, especially as a big group. One bike fits all kids, so one bike for all sizes, and the kids grow into this bike, not out of it. So this bike will last second grade, third grade, and fourth grade as a 3-year last for these kids.
Okay.
So they're growing into it, not out of it.
Yeah.
When you bring a kindergartner bike, it's usually with training wheels, and then they grow out of it within 6 months.
Okay.
And then the summer in between first grade and second grade is usually a big growth summer for kids, emotional and physical.
Right.
So kids start developing something called psychosocial development, where they start relying on each other, they start moving away from their parents a little bit, talking to other adults, developing social skills, and that summer in between first and second grade is one of those big growth summers.
That is amazing. Okay,
So
all right.
second grade is that sweet spot.
Sweet spot right there. Awesome. What do we do with this seat here?
All right, so then we're gonna open up the quick release right here. You're gonna put the seat in.
Okay.
So the seat can go in, and height doesn't really matter. You're just gonna tighten that down.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm a bike builder, guys.
You are a bike builder.
Awesome. Look
and then
at
you'll
this.
flip out the pedals.
Okay.
Pedals flip out, and your bike's pretty much built.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
So when we do this, when we're building 80 to 100, 200 bikes at a time, we usually do a team challenge. So we'll do blindfold challenges, we'll do relay races, companies come and build with the kids.
Love that.
So it's really interactive that we do. So it's not a quick 10-minute build. We usually build for about an hour.
Yeah.
Quality control all the bikes, make sure everything's built, inflate all the tires with air, make sure everything's ready to go. And then every kid gets their own sticker.
Okay.
So because we do the same bike and helmet, we do a sticker, a name sticker.
Sure.
One goes on the helmet, one goes on the bike, and then we have our Wish for Wheels helmet that every kid gets as well.
Oh my gosh, Brad, this is so great. Guys, this is such an awesome, first of all, it was easy to do, which is so great, but honestly, such a great cause here. We're gonna finish putting this bike together, although I feel like it looks pretty good here.
Yeah.
But either way, we're gonna put on the finishing touches, and we'll be back later in the show to wrap things up. And if you wanna get involved in Wish for Wheels, guys, go online right now. That's wishforwheels.org. Okay, Brad, the bike is finished. Look at this.
Woo!
Oh, it looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of this. Okay, let's talk Wish for Wheels before we let everybody go today. What does Wish for Wheels need right now from folks that are watching?
You know, we need more companies and organizations to come and do bike builds with us. And donations are great too, so check us out at wishforwheels.org, but come get your company involved, get your organization involved, sponsor a school, come build bikes with us. We need another 5,000 bikes to get to all 13,000 kids in the Denver metro area.
Okay, it sounds like it's pretty clear what you guys need to do here. Okay, so this bike will be going to a deserving second grader in Colorado. Brad, how can somebody enroll their school in the Wish for Wheels program?
Yeah, also at wishforwheels.org, we work with Title I elementary schools. So if you're a Title I elementary school, check us out at wishforwheels.org and let us know where you are in the state of Colorado.
So awesome. Well, I know you shared your story earlier, but tell me again what your bike was like growing up, because I know my bike was everything to me.
Yeah, I had a purple Schwinn that we rebuilt with a purple and white banana seat, and we used to build jumps after elementary school and wait for the Good Humor Man, which was the ice cream truck.
Aww.
And it was awesome. I rode everywhere, all over New York where I grew up.
That's amazing. That's how I was too. I remember I lived in a cul-de-sac growing up, and we would all meet in the middle of the cul-de-sac every weekend, and especially after school too, even during the week, and just ride our bikes around, and it was just so much fun and such freedom. So you guys are doing such incredible work for these kids.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, thank you. And you guys get involved. Wish for Wheels gives new bikes and helmets to underserved kids. Support the cause by becoming a corporate partner or give as an individual. You can learn more about how you can get involved by visiting wishforwheels.org.